Okay. All right, good morning.
Good morning, teacher lady.
Okay, so today in reading, we are going to be working with some text and graphic features. We're closing up the lesson and going to get ready to move on to our next unit. Okay? With that being said, I need a volunteer to read the learning target for me. Ooh, so many hands. I'm going to go with Creek. Loud and proud, please.
I can identify text and graphic features in a given reading passage.
Awesome. Now we're all going to say it together so we know what we are doing today.
I can identify text and graphic features given in a reading passage.
Okay, that's pretty good. Awesome. So now let's think back. Let's brainstorm some text and graphic features. Right now I want you to open up your schema folder in your brain. Pull out the text and graphic feature folder and open it up. Share with me what you have in there. What are some examples of some text and graphic features? Brosnan.
Like a model.
Okay, a model. Love that. Holland?
A caption.
A caption. Okay, definitely. Claire?
Pictures.
Pictures. Definitely. Parker Henderson?
Bold words.
Bold words. I love that. Chaston?
Italics.
Italics. Yes, that is definitely one. Clarissa?
Maps.
Maps. Maps definitely help us to visualize where we're at in an article or a reading passage. Carson?
Headings.
Headings. Yes. Okay, right now, if you still have your hand up, just share right now what you were going to say.
Title.
All right, so it seems like we have a pretty good idea of some text and graphic features. So what we're going to do, we have put in our reading notebook a text and graphic kind of cheat sheet. Go ahead and find in your reading notebook your text and graphic cheat sheet. And I'm going to display it on the document camera in case you're wondering, I don't really remember that. We labeled it text features and it has it's a little half sheet. And if you were thinking of one of these text or graphic features, go ahead and stand up. We have bold, print, color, print, highlighting, italics, capital letters, small letters, diagrams, timelines, captions, bullets, table of contents, index, graphs, maps, glossary, and then charts and also graphs. Okay? And go ahead and sit down, touch down in your seat. We are going to be in our reading stations today working with these text and graphic features. We're going to be taking a look back in our ant story that we read and pulling out those with a detective. We are going to be building a text and graphic model poster using a Time for Kids magazine where we're actually going to be cutting up that magazine and gluing those text features onto a construction page. And we're going to display them in the hallway, so make sure it's your best work. With me, I have a leveled reader for us that's on your Lexile reading range, where we're going to highlight and pull out some text features as well. And then, as always in the village, you're going to be on, not Dreambox, on Lexia or Reading Plus. Okay? Right now, are there any I wonder questions that you have about text features? Carson?
I wonder how many text features there are.
Because I can tell you, on your cheat page in your notebook, there's more than that is listed on your cheat page. Okay? Clarissa?
I wonder if there was more text features like you said in different countries.
So different text features in different countries? That's a really good question. I would have never thought about that, I wonder. Brosnan?
The text features are just limited.
how many text features there are in one book. So are they limited on how many they can have? That's a good question, Jakia. How many text features you can think of? Okay. Alyssa?
I wonder how many different types of text features are used to grab attention to a word.
I love that. If you think of an I wonder question, you can always get a sticky note and we can stick it over underneath our read on our book nook, and I can do my best to try to answer those for you all. Okay? Really quick, before we break off into rotations and stations, let's take a look at our group's expectations. Okay? We did an activity yesterday where we're aware and we're going to be held accountable with these expectations. So before we break off, I just want to say these expectations together, okay? So say with me, appropriate voice level.
Appropriate voice level.
Stay on task and in area.
Stay on task and in area.
Use kind words.
Use kind words.
Bring all materials and clean up.
Bring all materials and clean up.
And have a growth mindset.
And have a growth mindset.
Okay, with that being said, you've repeated them all, you're held accountable. All right, go ahead, and I am going to, don't move yet. I'm going to put the slide for our group rotations in our order so we know where we are going. Make sure you have your reading notebook, your pencil, a silent reading book, and your reading folder. Push in your chairs and go ahead, please. You heard of that holiday before? Yeah. Okay. Today, we are going to be doing a book. You need to have your text and graphic page open to where you need to see that little cheat sheet open. Okay, it's fine if you don't have it. You can borrow mine too. And we are going to be taking a look at this book. They look more I don't know if I said it. I don't know. Did I say it right? Awesome. So I have a book for everybody. And, this was mine. Sorry. And I had to copy yours in black and white because I wanted to make sure that I was considering having that color somewhere. I know it's not safe. Right now, I want you to just look through the book, okay? Kind of just thumb through, think of what it may be about. And I'm going to do my best to show you the color pictures as we go through it. And it's not stapled, it's just folded over, so make sure you are very careful with those pages, okay? I'm going to go grab some markers for us because we're going to be marking through this book with some text features.
Okay, so there's a timeline on page
It's not. It's just a holiday. Christopher, are you familiar with this holiday? Can you kind of, Christopher's going to give us a little background of this holiday. It's part of his background in culture and teens too, correct? He's going to, Christopher, why don't you share a little bit about it? So like, you know how when you have somebody that you know has passed away, right? So in different cultures, they celebrate these different things, you know, different ways. So it's Mexico, right? Mexico. So in Mexico, they have this holiday called Day of the Dead, and it's like a festival where they celebrate, you know, the people who have passed on. All right. So, awesome. Thank you, Christopher. Go ahead and flip open to the text feature. Our goal as we read, through this book is to highlight and to identify some text features. Okay, so right now I'm going to open up to page 3, and I have ran into a text feature already. It says table of contents. So, is the text feature here? Yay. Okay. Elizabeth, what does the table of contents kind of lay out for us? So they have different titles. I see some written titles and some numbers. So let's make a connection here. What do those titles and those numbers have in common? What's their connection? Judah, do you know?
So this is like
So what page you can find this information on? So I just passed out a marker, and we're going to go ahead and mark this up. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw a box around with my marker, and I am going to write on the side. Helps to find.
once you glue it onto your thing, you're gonna write what it is. The information shared is how the different.
So I have here, I've drawn my box, and this table of contents helps to find topics with their page number. Helps find topics.
That would fill up this whole
So how is it that we could learn when and where? Is it how Lydia's Dia de los Muertos, Day of the Dead, altars, sugar skulls, arts, it does. When I was looking at this, I kind of got a little tripped up on those sides. Alright, right now we should pass your marker to your right. We're going to make a colorful, oh, you can finish. It's fine. And hang on. Once you're done.
No, but we could do different ones.
No, we rotated. I just have it.
Oh, this is
Awesome. Now I want you to flip to the next page. Now you're going to be okay. So we have ran into our first topic that our table of contents has shared with us. And it is found, like I said, on page 4. So when and where notice about this page here.
On how fast,
So she has pointed out this small text right here. What do we remember if we need to use that cheat sheet at time? What is this small text called underneath the picture?
Yeah, I have a
Caption. If you would read the caption, sure. Finger on your nose. Alright, in your next color, like what we did with the table of contents, we are going to box. And what did we say that this was called? just gonna label.
Like these little versions.
Try to get as close to it as possible, because there's a lot of different text features on here. What do captions do for us? Elizabeth touched on it, but I want to see if you were paying attention. What do captions do in a video? It tells us what that picture is, what it's about. It helps to explain this picture that's shared with us.
So heading is just like what they are.
What other features do you see? Take a look. There's a form.
No, this is a caption.
Remember our
The part that the
brainstorm,
actual
we
one
have polls,
it's
yeah.
that's this right here what it is, that's a section.
Pictures, we have
So
captions.
basically it's just like
Do you see another text feature on this page number 4?
I think we can do it. Heading.
Capture marker 2, right?
Let's do
I want to take a look at this word
the
celebrate.
graph. Have answers like these.
Make a squiggle line.
Yeah,
Celebrate right here.
look at the picture.
Judith said this was bold.
No, first we're doing the heading. This is the heading of this thing. I'll just put it on the bottom. There. I could have
Bro, you're doing that on the wrong side. Isn't that the title? What paragraph is it?
Totally good. Alright, we're going to go ahead and take a break from our little scavenger. And I'm going to like her volunteer to read and
No, the picture is of 2 ants on the back.
I always thought that Day of the Dead was kind of like Halloween. But right now, I'm thinking, no, it's definitely not. Because it's celebrating those people that passed, and it's in November. And I always thought that it was in October.
Where's the bullet
For me to learn about other cultures. Okay, we ran into a couple more today's on this page. Capture marker.
What
You need to grow.
you know you have to
What
name
is one more text feature that we have? So type of print.
Is this?
And you know what this type of print is called? Kind of slanted. It kind of looks slanted up here. That one. Do you know how to pronounce that one?
Right here.
Italics. So say it with me. Italics. So I'm gonna. I have a light color marker. I'm gonna highlight it. We don't put another squiggle line. And it's right next to it. I'm gonna write italics. No, because that's not in italics. Remember that italics, if you look on your cheat sheet, is in that slanted text.
This is my last.
All right. What about this back here? Use your cheat sheet, and I want you to see if you can find when it wears text features. There's 3 minutes, guys.
3 minutes.
3 minutes.
The guys, you haven't even finished.
When and where? It is a title, but do you remember what a title is? Dia de los Muertos is our title. What is it?
Brosnan.
No, when and where is not Mexico. Think of text features, though.
Is one of them?
When and where
title or whatever. Let me first.
Okay, Elizabeth? Capital letters.
Kirsten, I can help you. Okay, I can help you.
It's kind of like the title. But it's
We're small blue than the words. Kind of blue than the words.
Is
this a caption?
heading. So passion marker one more time. I'm gonna circle this one. And in blue, I know that blue.
Yeah, that's the caption.
I'm gonna put heading.
You're gonna have to help me now.
What's the heading's purpose? When and where. Let's think back to what Elizabeth read. Did it say when and did it say where this day took place? So, what do you think a heading's purpose is? So right, it really gives us, it's like a heading that tells us what that paragraph or paragraphs is about. And right? How are you feeling about that so far? All right, volunteer to read is Halloween. Christopher?
My cousin was
Right now, I want you to look at that section of Is It Halloween? And I want you to find one text feature. Once you found one, go ahead and mark it on your page like we did on number 4. Page 4. Just mark them. That's your, before you leave off with me, that's what I want you to do. I'll take the markers, and you are moving to practice. Yes, take the books. I have someone's book here that was just with me. 10 seconds to get to your rotation, please. Move with the purpose. This is my stop group, right? All right, timer starts now. Okay. I have a little reader for us. It is called All About Chocolate. I kind of thought about what might grab your interest, and I thought chocolate would be perfect for this. So, I have a book for everybody. You are going to take this book and keep it in your reading folder. When you get the book, it is not stapled, it's just folded. Okay? So be careful with those pages because they will flip out with you. Okay? So when you get it, make sure you're careful. I just want you to kind of preview what this book might share with us. Right here, I thought you were already trying to share, but I want you to flip through it first, okay? Like I said, it's good. So last year didn't have any problems, so I expect you all to not have any. I want you to think of different text features that you might be able to identify here in a minute. Keep them in your head, because we will definitely be be identifying something.
Look, it's purple.
I'm getting a manly color. I'm getting a manly
Just a suggestion to my group at the activity while my group is flipping through. This is kind of more of an individualized activity, so voice levels need to be very minimal.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. All right, go ahead and close the book. And just like we quickly reviewed, I want you all to open your notebook to our text features cheat sheet.
Lydia lives in the United States now. Lydia lives in the United States now.
All right, we have numerous text features that we can pull to label or insight or all about the book. Okay, so what we're going to do as we read through this book is I want you to see if, as we read through this the first time, we can identify at least one text feature on each page. Now there might be multiple text features on a page, because we ran into that in our DOD lesson with book with our note group. But your goal is just to find and pick out one. And after we finish the page that we shared, we're going to highlight using markers to identify those text features. Okay, does that sound cool with everybody? Highlighted is one of our text features. Awesome. So go ahead and open your book to the first page. Start with the table of contents, actually. When we look back to our text feature page, this is the one that Ms. Conrad forgets about. That is the text feature. On our cheat sheet, it says table of contents. Okay? Sometimes, a lot of times, I just pass by and look and think, oh, that's one of the features that we're learning about. The table of contents is a text feature. Who can tell me the purpose of a table of contents? Austin? Right. So if you notice, there's text written, and then there's dots that go up to a number. What's the connection between the text and the number that's on the same line? What's the text? What do you think the text is? Any other thoughts? Okay, maybe. What about the number? What do we know that number stands for? The page it's on. So my guess is that whatever this text is kind of maybe going to be a heading or something. Kind of like that chapter title if it was a fiction book or a book that you would read from mine. So this is an informational text feature. It's telling us facts and information about the topic. Okay? So let's see if when we get to these pages, if the text with that page number is a heading maybe or a title. Okay? Alright, go ahead and flip over to page 4 is I think where it begins. Okay? What is this page going to be all about? What's it going to be all about? An introduction. What is a text feature for introduction? Okay, it's bold print. Okay, because the title is going to be all about chocolate. But if it's a title within, what is that called? A heading. I'm going to give you all a marker. And I want you to identify the text features on that first page. Circle it, underline it, and then I want you to write what text feature that is. So we've identified 2 of them, so you can pick which one. We've identified a heading and we've identified bold print. So go ahead and label that in your book. We're going to mark through this book. Okay, make sure you label what it is, kind of like what you did with your activity. It can be heading or it can be full print because the heading that has full print. Okay. Do I have a volunteer to read the introduction for us? Great, thank you. I have to be in the mood for chocolate. But when I'm in the mood, you better watch out because that whole bag of Kit Kats is going to be gone. Yes. Now I wouldn't want to be allergic to chocolate, even though I only eat it here and there. But that's not very good. I hate that for her. You like Reese's. All right. Let's move on to page 5. And remember, what's your task? What's your goal on this page? What are you looking for, Victoria? A text feature. There might be more than one, but your goal is to identify, circle, underline, however you choose, and label that text feature.
Okay, so it says timeline for your text address. No, it's
Okay. Holland, could you come visit with Miss Housekeeper? You can pack up your stuff and just put it at your desk. Okay, thank you. Yes. It starts at 100 million. Okay, I'm going to have a volunteer to read through it, and as they read through it, you're going to identify your text feature.
Okay,
She might be in the village station.
Where chocolate comes from. It might surprise you to
That's
find that chocolate actually grows.
Read the answer.
That doesn't mean that you can pick a chunk of chocolate from a tree but can eat it.
Branch. Tree branch.
Tree branch. And the chocolate is growing on trees. And smells nothing but chocolate. The tree that gives us chocolate is a coconut tree. Chocolate trees that are found in the forest on the tree. Those are trees that are near equator where it is hot.
So there's multiple text features. I love how Jocelyn went ahead and identified more than one. And Creek as well. What is the one text feature that kind of sticks out to us? Victoria. The map. Awesome. Sometimes to help identify places where things are located, they'll include a map with different highlights like it has to show where something is produced or where it's from. What's another text feature that was on this page that you could have pointed out? The heading. And what was that heading called? The title. Where chocolate comes from. Now remember, what is a heading's purpose? Where chocolate comes from was our heading. What was the information that Parker read to us all about Creek?
Where it was from and how.
Yes, so more so on where you can find and where it was from. Okay, go ahead and flip over. Again, same task. Gazeri, would you mind reading this little for us? Thank you, sweetheart. So what are some text features that we pulled from this page? Because they are different than what we just identified before. We heard a lot from Chaston. Larissa, what the text feature that you small letters. Okay, and where specifically are those small letters? Under the picture. Okay. This, I'm so glad that you mentioned small letters, and Austin did the same thing. Small letters is definitely a text feature. There's also another text feature that goes hand in hand with small print. Austin, you want to share that with us? Captions. So, what can you connect small print and captions to? What is always going to be with the small print and captions? I know, but I asked a different question. So take a look. The picture. Small print is what the caption is. That's another text feature. Okay? 3 minutes, guys. Jess, what was the other one that you were going to identify? And what word is in bold print here? What word is in the bold print? Plantation. Nice try. Plantation. Say it with me, guys. Plantation. It says the sentence with that was, today most cacao trees are grown on farms called plantations. So think of plantation. What context clues can we use to identify and define what a plantation is? What do you think? Most of these trees grow on plantations. What is that? What do you think that is? Okay, maybe. It is a type of farm, and it's a place. A plantation is where multiple, numerous, a lot, tons of different types of trees, crops grow, and they have workers that go out and collect those. Okay? Does that make sense to everybody? All right, Chastin, would you mind volunteering to read the next page for us?
The pods are shaped like little footballs, and the pods are green. When they first form, they change from golden or reddish color as they grow.
All right, what text feature is the only one on this page? Well, there's two because it's one of those hand-in-hand text features. Victoria, what is that? Caption, and then whenever you have a caption, what kind of print is it going to be?
Small.
Okay, go ahead and flip over. Okay. Since time is about to run out, I want to go ahead and give you all your directions for the rest of the day with this book. You're going to read through the rest of this book and do exactly as we've been doing as a whole group, is identifying those text features on the page. Yes, sir.
Can we work as a group to read it?
I think what I might do is, because we're not going to get finished in any group, is during our homework help time, since we aren't going to have homework today, I think maybe we'll get back in our groups and read and identify text features. Yeah, we could do that as well. Well, obviously, we'll see. Are there any questions that you have so far? Who has the brown? Okay, go ahead and cap your markers. I'm going to take those back. I believe you all are on to practice with our ant story that we were working on. All right, 30 seconds to get to your next rotation, please. Thank you, ma'am. Don't forget all your materials. We have, do I have everybody? So I think, hold on, I'll wait on that, I'll see you inside. Okay. We have been working on text features, and I have a book for us called 7 Wonders. So I thought that this, it should come around over here, so okay, so I thought that we could record this together. Also, look for some text features in this book as well. Now, this book kinds of book that this is going to be. Is it going to be fictional, non-fiction, informational, just for fun? What do you think, Alyssa? Informational. With informational books, are they fiction or non-fiction? Non-fiction. And what does non-fiction, what does that mean? Right, it's real, you can prove it, they're facts, and it helps share information that you can find. Okay? Really quick question. I don't think you guys are going to need this open out in front of you because you all seem to have a really good grasp on what text features are. But just really quickly, we're going to be looking for all the types of prints that are included in text features, such as bold, colored, highlighted, italics, capital letters, and small letters. We're going to be looking for diagrams, timelines, captions, bullets, table of contents, index, graphs, maps, glossary, and also charts as well. Each of these text features serve a purpose. They help us to be clear on information. So, I'm going to go ahead and pass out the book. And your goal as I pass it out is just to look through it. Don't start reading it, just look through it and get a feel for it.
What page is it?
Okay? You might know some of the wonders. Like offices. Anybody know any of the 7 wonders? Why is it? Okay, Great Wall of China. What did the Great Wall of China do? Does anybody know? It's kind of like that protection around China during the war The Bermuda Triangle. And we kind of talked about that, I think, during morning part. Alright, so just look through it, just look through it. Mine's in color to kind of help highlight so I can show you the color. I was trying to be considerate of some ink, so that's why you're learning color. Okay? Let's look through it.
No, we're just doing no, we gotta time.
Nope, it's not stapled, so please be, I forgot to remind you all that it wasn't stapled, so please be very gentle so you don't get your feet in it. Alright. Close your book to where 7 wonders you can visit and to help top it. And we are going to start our task of reading and trying to identify some text features on some pages. Okay, as we read.
I'm gonna do one again.
I don't have those anymore. Okay. Go ahead and let's start moving through together. So we see another title page. We see the 7 wonders listed out. Okay. Stop when you get to the page 3. We have a couple of different text features. The one thing that I want to make sure that I point out, because I'm guilty of forgetting to do this text feature, is this table of contents. A lot of times I'm just flipping through and I don't even think, oh, that's a feature that this book has to help me to find different things. Who knows what the purpose is of the table of contents? Alyssa? What page things are on? So what's the purpose of these titles that are next to the pages? Okay, so I'm guessing print page 16, or sorry, page 18, and learn about the Petra. So right now I want you to find page 18 and see if that is the title of page 18.
Okay, so
Yes.
I only have two on page.
I think that's one of the alternating set of letters. Like some people include it in as one, some don't. I would include it in both.
Okay.
All right, flip back. Does it say Petra on page 18? Yay or nay? I didn't hear yay or nay from everybody. Yay or nay? Awesome. All right, flip back to the table of contents, and there's also another text feature or features that we can pull out here. So let's see, what's another text feature that you see on page 3? A caption. The last group pulled out that there is another text feature that goes hand in hand with a caption. What kind of text do you see under the picture, Parker Holly? Is it big or small? Small. So what can we say whenever you have a caption? What kind of text is it? What size? Big or small? Small print. Okay? Why are captions included? What always goes with a caption in addition to small print? Elizabeth? A picture. And so I think what's the purpose of a caption? To tell you what's going on in this picture. Awesome. All right, let's go ahead and flip to page 4 and take a look at the introduction. Volunteer to read this introduction page for me. Kinsley, thank you. Okay. Finish out the page for me, please, Parker Holly. Sorry. Alright. Right now, I'm going to pass you out a marker, and I want you to identify one text feature on the slide. There may be more, but only finding and underlining, circling, boxing one text feature. I feel like some places have different sizes. Like you can get 7 orders from one group of people, another group of people might have a different 7 orders. I feel like it's always on the Make sure you label what you put out. I believe we've already practiced that in our activity. Right?
Can you help me? Yeah. What are those things that are on the side? You can write 4 things down.
Features being showcased.
Hey, can you put these guys on your done?
We'll get there, I promise.
So what is it? I'm just gonna do this.
I push up your last one that you're showcasing and lay out.
Open it up.
Once you have finished your last one, you're on your markers. And we're just going to go around and share. And if someone has shared one that you've already pointed out, say a different one that you have. Ian, which one did you have?
Yeah, let's do this one.
The picture?
Another one.
I'm going to go so far to say that this picture about the 7 wonders? Alyssa, do you think it would serve as a diagram as well? I'm gonna say that it's true because a diagram points out how things are done in the process, right? So Lossie, there's steps to a diagram. This one is just listing out those 7 wonders of things. So I'm gonna label it a picture. I asked you to do a picture, so that's what okay, what's another text feature that you can and what words are bold? There's wonders, there's sights, there's a couple more down towards the bottom. Kinsley, can you build on the bold print? What's bold words do for us? What makes the bold word, why would it need to be standing out from the other words? It's an important word, and it goes along with the main idea. Okay? What's another text feature complete? Subheading. What's the subheading? Introduction. Is it a subheading or a heading? It's a heading. 3 minutes, guys. It's a heading. A subheading. This is the title. Then we have the heading. The subheading would be within the introduction. So if you don't have heading for introduction, make sure you change that or add that to your okay. Another text feature found on page 4. Do we get it? Okay, signal please. Make sure you're on task. This is my only time I'm going to say it. Thank you. So as you can tell, we have a lot of text features just even on one page. And that is definitely, it might happen all the time, it might not happen all the time. Okay, let's move on to page 5, and we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to ask someone to volunteer to read, and I want you all to mark the text features that you find. Okay? Volunteer to read for me. Alyssa.
What is it? Their home? Yeah, to their home. Excuse me,
If you haven't done so already, go ahead and point out and underline those features. And then we'll go around and share. Kenzie, what's one that you're marking right now since we have about 20 seconds? Subheading. Okay, so Lossie, what about you? Math. Alyssa? The heading. Okay. Ian, do you have different ones? Do you have any different ones?
No, I didn't.
I would agree with that. Alright, your goal reading the story and mark out those text features as well. And I'll collect your markers and you'll move on to practice. We'll all collect. You take that with you. Alright, I should have my West group, please. Alright, timer starts, please. We're down. That's the whole shebang. Alright, let's go, buddy. Timer started. I'm starting without you. Alright. So we have been working on text features and identifying them, labeling them, just becoming comfortable with them. Are there any questions that you have to start us off with? No? Okay. So, I have a book for you. That's close to the level that you're on, and it's called The Amazing Brain. Okay, mine's in color, yours is in black and white because I wanted to be considerate of, our copier in color. We're going to read through this. You have a goal as you read through this, though. Okay, you are going to identify the text features on the pages as we read. I have markers that we're going to be using, and your goal is just to identify any text features that you see on the pages and labeling them. So you can underline, you can box them, you can circle them, you can highlight them, which that's a text feature. It's up to you. I'm leaving it up to you all. So again, the text features that we have: bold, colored, highlighting, italic, capital letters, small letters, diagrams, timelines, captions, bullets, table of contents, index, graphs, maps, charts and graphs, and an offering. Okay? If you would like to use this page, you can. I really want you to try to focus on pulling those out on your own. Okay?
Oh, wait, so
When I hand you a book, I just want you to take a look through it, flip through the pages, see what we're going to be learning about, and take a look at the pictures as best as you can. I'll do. Okay. These books are not staple, they're just folded. So be very gentle with them. And they are already set up to turn and flip as they are folded. Okay, so just be very gentle.
all you're doing is just turning the page.
So as we're flipping through, let's talk about why we chose The Amazing Brain. Yes, it is close to your lifestyle range, but why would I take something about the brain instead of something else? What? We did study the brain. Good job, Carson. We did way back a PBO on concussions. So I thought we could build our schema file folder in our own brain on facts about different things what the brain does for us. Okay? Right now, close your book. Get ready to rock and roll. Take a marker from the bin and pass it. Which question, Jaden? Nope, you all have different books. Take a marker quickly. Once you've got your marker, open up to the table of contents. Just pick a marker. Once you've done so, open up to page 3, which is the table of contents. All right. Ready to roll. Oh, don't put that extra marker. Sorry. I know that's my own fault. All right. One thing that I've made sure to identify, let me ask you, are our table of contents a text feature?
Yes.
They are. A lot of times, Ms. Connor even is guilty of forgetting, hey, table of contents is a text feature that helps us. Why does why would we consider that a text feature, Hayden?
It's supposed to shows you all the different chapters or text things, and then one technology,
Prologue?
collage and stuff like index and glossary.
Okay, here's another question I'm thinking about. Jaden is correct. Why does every text that we see listed out here have a number beside it? Brian? So this is a quick reference to us and to other readers that pick up any book, any informational book or chapter book. We can open up to this table of contents and we can see, oh, well, I want to learn all about some mind control. Well, if I turn to page 13, what is this page all about, Peyton, on page 13? Mind control. Okay, so it's just a quick guide to help us find what we need to know. Yes. Yes. There may be more text features, more than one text feature on a page, okay? So you can circle, you can box it, whichever. Make sure you get those text features listed out on this table of contents. Okay? For table of contents, all you need is make sure for the others label italics, or you label. There's also one more text feature on this page. Close to the bottom. That is one, but that's not the one that I was thinking about. It involves some budget size. Right? It's in small print. So highlight that bottom part where it says amazing grade, level C1, and that is small print. Because if you look at the other text on this page, it's not the same size. Alright, flip over to page 4, and I'm going to have a volunteer read for us the first 2 paragraphs. Remember, your goal is to try and pull out those text features and label those with your marker. I would say for Carson Price to read for us. Just the first 2 paragraphs. You can do it as he's reading, that's fine.
Page and you're actually supposed to put things not in that book. You only need that book. We're just telling you you have to look.
Okay. Next paragraph, finish asking it for me, Ryan.
You need to read the directions.
So now, sign up.
Yesterday he was he kept stating it
Alright, so before we move on, let's think of some text features that there are on this page that we have identified. Claire, give me one. Small print, okay. There's another text feature that goes hand in hand with the small print. What is also in small print? Jaden? And Boston, what does the caption do for us? Okay, so it explains a picture, which is also a type of text feature. And Jaden's right, that leads us to our next text feature that we'll talk about. Jaden, what word is in italics? Synapse. Okay? why do you just put the word in italics? Okay, it's important. What do you think it relates to and only to? What is this book all about? The brain. Okay, so a lot of times we'll put those words in italics, or they'll put them in bold print as well. Okay, what's another text feature? Carson Price. Okay, we already have that one. Okay, let's talk about the brain. Yes, it is in bold print, but there is another text heading. Okay? Did I miss any? Awesome. Volunteer to read the first paragraph. Right.
That's like what
Bronson, read the brain.
you got it
Autonomous, sorry. Alright, let's stop there for a second. We have a new text feature that is sometimes in different text, but sometimes not in text. So, Jaden, what do you think that is? Subheading.
No.
We have 3 brains in one, which is our what is that called? The 3 brains in one. What is the text feature is that called? That is the heading. Everything else, if you have another heading underneath, that is the subheading, because that is within the 3 brains in one. Okay? So brainstem, cerebellum, and the cerebrum are those subheadings, but they're also the 3 brains in one, which is what this section of the story is all about. Okay? The cerebellum. 3 minutes, guys. Peyton, read the cerebellum.
Oh, here it is. See, here's starting point. So look, this is built in with my hair.
Alright, so we talked about the headings and subheadings that are on page 5. What are other text features that we have?
I know all the
Give me one.
when they were in India.
Small print, which is that amazing crane level Z one. Claire, give me another one. Italics, so the lizard brain, the brain stem, and the cerebellum are all in italics. And then what is left for us? Robin? Bold print, yes. And the words that are in bold print are
Oh yeah.
autonomy.
Oh yeah, I missed that. But we
Yep, these are related to the brain. Okay, here is what I'm going to ask you to do. I'm only going to end this a minute early. When we aren't going to have homework tonight, so during our homework help time, we're going to get back with our small groups, finish up this book, do the 5 more times. Okay? What? Oh, yes. I'll talk to markers. Thank you. Are there any questions? Thank you. All right, clean up your area. Return to your desk, please. You get your point, keep your eyes on me. You need your finished detective sheet. As long as you got 3, I'll consider that as finished. Okay? And you need your finished Time for Kids 6 text feature cutout page on your desk. Everything else reading related, tuck it inside your desk. Thank you. I'll add your point. You still only have 2, so it's incomplete. Thank you. 5. Whatever was highlighted on that Time for Kids. Jakia, go ahead and return to your desk, please. I'll get the rest of it. Your directions were to return to your seat and have those 2 items out on your desk.
Oh my gosh.
That's right. Ryan, I'd like for you to collect the detective page, and Jakia, I'd like for you to collect the Time for Kids page. Make sure your name is on it, please. I am coming around with an exit slip that is face down. Do not flip it over, please. As we're passing out and collecting, I would like to hear what some of you all have learned today. That's not my issue. Any shares that we would like to share with the whole class about today's stations? Ian Ison.
Small print and caption are like kind of the same thing.
Small print and captions, they go hand in hand. If you have a caption, you probably most likely 99.999% of the time, you're going to have that small print. Don't flip it over, please. Jaden.
That there are a lot of text features in different books.
There's a lot of text features in different books. Awesome connection. Holland.
What bullet points look like?
Chair. You can grab that one. What bullet points look like? Okay, thank you. Awesome. Creek.
I was reading this.
Oh, okay. You missed Creek. Any others that we'd like to share? Ian Martinez? Okay, they're coming around to collect it. All right, Parker, just hold it on your desk. They'll come around and collect it. Okay, just put it next to the other one. Thank you. I'll wait on us. Your exit slip should still be turned to where the blank side is facing you. Jakia and Ryan are almost finished collecting. Jakia, quickly, please. Okay. When you flip your page over, don't do it yet. Make sure your name is also on the text written side too. You are going to be asked 3 questions. It says, list 2 text features found in informational text. And it says, list 2 graphic features found in informational text. Now, when we think of that word graphic, what does graphic mean? If something is a graphic, what is it? Jaden?
Kind of like text related.
It might be. When we think graphic, it's that those picture text features. Okay, so keep that in mind for that second question. There's also a place for how you feel about this lesson, how you feel about this skill. There is a I get it, there's a I kind of get it, and then there's a side facing and I don't get it at all. All right, go ahead and flip over. Make sure your name makes it in the name spot. When you're finished, just flip it back over. and wait for farther directions.